Hey, Time Pal. Nice weather we're having, huh? Wait, have I used that one before? What's up? Well, what are any of us doing here, really? Nah, I'm kidding. I'm out here exploring our solar system, same as you. I tell you what, outer space really gives you room to think. Quiet and peaceful out here. I mean, it's usually quiet and peaceful. Sometimes a cyclone comes by, lifts my little island paradise clean out of the water, then less peaceful. What's up? I know, right? Oh, you meant like, tell me more about it. Well, Giant's Deep is massive and mostly water. No surprises there. There's a strong current a ways beneath the surface that prevents anything from sinking below it. Seriously. Tried everything I could think of to get past that current, and neither idea worked. As for land masses, I counted 4 islands, including this one. There's also the one with that nomad statue I saw on the beach. You seen the cyclones? Yeah, they're hard to miss. We'll toss up everything in their path, islands included. Little tip, if you get picked up, try to land in water. Less likely to kill you. What's up?
I have bad news, Evans. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source, so the orbital probe cannon will be asked to fire.
I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here, Cassava.
I wish I were, my friend, but no. They aren't certain they can fix the problem, so the orbital probe cannon is on indefinite hiatus. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will remain at the construction yard for now.
An update. Mallow and I will join you in Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears Adea may feel responsible. Mallow, it's 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location.
The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love.
Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not, under any circumstances, to go above.
I see! And am I right to think that, consequently, we'll be ignoring that setting?
I can posit with nearly 100% certainty our friends have accounted for our natures, so I suggest we do. Giving the orbital probe cannon all the power it can structurally withstand creates the greatest chance of finding the eye of the universe.
Yes, the probe must travel as fast as it can, as far as it can.
Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory. Gravity field activated. Request to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Cannon aligned with randomly selected probe trajectory. Gravity field activated. Request to launch probe received from Ash Twin Project. Warning. Orbital probe cannon structure compromised during launch. Damage to multiple modules detected. Probe tracking module is receiving data from probe. Begin launch log. Orbital probe cannon. Launch request received. Probe tracking module. Warning. Orbital probe cannon damage report. Severe structural stress detected. Control module intact. No structural damage. Launch module. Viewport window fractured. Module exposed to vacuum of space. Probe tracking module missing.
Mallow, my bet of 50%. Cassava is sending the last of the cannon components. Soon, relatively speaking, we'll know the eye's precise location. Cassava tells me he and the construction yard crew have determined a power setting we are not, under any circumstances, to go above.
I see! And am I right to think that, consequently, we'll be ignoring that setting?
I can posit with nearly 100% certainty, giving the orbital probe cannon all the power at construction.
Yes. The thought of concluding our elder's curious and challenging search increases my heart's temperature, my love. Imagine, Privet. The probe tracking module will be the first to know the coordinates of the...
I am honored and terrified. You won't ask the orbital probe cannon to use so much power that it breaks.
Fret not, my nervous friend. We only need to fire the probe once, anyway. So who minds if it compromises the orbital probe cannon's structural integrity?
I would mind, Mallow. I would mind, because we won't be capable of receiving our probe's data if the probe tracking module... I would mind.
This is it. We finished building the final orbital probe cannon module and are ready to send it into orbit around Giant's Deep for assembly. To all my friends here at the construction yard, my gratitude for your tireless work. I had given up hope, but I truly believe this cannon may actually succeed where many other attempts have not.
Are you going gelatinous on us, love? I'm delighted by your words, but they're atypical for you.
If I'm ever half as gooey as Mallow and Avens behave together, Daz, you may launch me from the orbital probe cannon.
If I know my brother, Avens, and his spouse will want to launch the probe with as much power as possible, I'm worried the cannon would break under the strain. I propose we give Avens and Mallow a slightly lower maximum power setting than the absolute maximum possible to create room for their enthusiasm.
Our next step will be to send Privet up to the orbital probe cannon to install the probe tracking system.
I propose we give Avens
long-range probe successfully launched from the orbital probe cannon.
Connoy, Daz and I were lifting orbital probe cannon components into orbit for assembly, and one somehow sank down beneath the current.
Benoy, you should have seen it. We thought it was impossible for any cannon components to sink even partially below the current, but ours sank straight to the core. Cassava convinced me not to try to recreate the phenomenon myself using other cannon parts. But we're very curious to know what happened. How could something pass through the current?
My gratitude for your interesting question. This is exciting. Spire constructed a model of Giant's Deep here at Brittle Hollow's Southern Observatory, and it's revealed how an object might sink below the current.
Connoy, I'm unable to grasp the answer. Connoy, I'm unable to grasp the answer by looking through the projection pool. If I visit the observatory, would you kindly explain?
If you don't mind the trek beneath the surface to the South Pole, I'd be delighted to see you. There are 2 trailheads, one at Brittle Hollow's Gravity Canyon, and one at the Tower of Quantum Knowledge.
I have bad news, Evans. Yarrow says there was a problem with the proposed power source.
I hope you're pulling my locomotive limb here.
I wish I were, my friend. Tell Privet and Mallow they should return from the cannon. My spouse and I will
An update. Mallow and I will join you in Daz. Privet left to visit her brother. She fears a day may...
I'm here? I did it! I put the ship down safely! And the ship went down, and I didn't sustain bodily harm. A few minor repairs. One of my better attempts. Feldspar would barely have laughed at me. That's the good news. The bad news? I haven't found a way inside this structure yet. The door is broken, and I know I'm not great at exploring, but I think I can't get inside from here, but I know there are paths below the surface. I'm going to head north to the ruins on the equator to